It's surprisingly normal in our society to walk around with this low level, constant sense of anxiety running throughout our day, always worried about whether we're doing things right, worried about whether bad things will happen, and so on, even if you're doing fairly well. And I think this constant worry doesn't really help us accomplish what we want. And ultimately, it doesn't help us live a fulfilling life. Because imagine driving through life with your knuckles white, gripping the steering wheel tightly the entire way through. It's just not a fun way to enjoy the journey, nor is it productive. So I've been thinking about what it looks like to begin letting go of expectations and concerns and so on, letting go of the need to control everything because most things are just not in our control, and that's okay. But also, life has a way of working itself out, so we don't really have to worry about the natural outcome of things. So I think the first step to letting go is accepting whatever happens to be the current situation and whatever's in front of us, and knowing that whatever it might be, it's okay, and we can make the best of it and work with what we have. The next step is probably more interpersonal, which is to stop offering unsolicited advice to people and to stop trying to change others because it doesn't make sense. The only person we can change is ourselves, and even that's pretty hard to do. It takes quite a bit of effort. Um, so, really, just let other people be who they are, accept them as they are, understand that they are doing their best with what they have access to. And I think if you can accomplish these two steps, you'll find yourself living a much more peaceful, fulfilling life, and you won't be so worried about whatever happens, right? It's like allowing the storms in your life to become the climate, which is a conscious choice that you make whenever you choose to ruminate on and relive whatever bad things have happened and obsess over them, dwell on them, instead of just moving forward with your life. If you look at young children, they fall, they cry, and then they get up, and like a minute later, they're already laughing and playing with none of that fear carried over. But as adults, it's as if we have learned to create stories around the bad things that happen and retell those stories to ourselves until they cause so much more damage than the initial incident itself. So, really, just drop the stories, accept whatever happens, good or bad or whatever it might be, and keep moving forward. And eventually, you'll find that the universe isn't conspiring against you and that you can naturally fit into the flow of things so that, you know, things just work out and you find the best in situations. And I think it's the optimistic people, the people who are looking for the solutions, who end up finding them. And often hidden inside every problem is an opportunity, right? That's kind of how entrepreneurs think. A problem is an opportunity to make money by solving it. So if you had no problems, you'd be in trouble because what would you solve next?